away and running. Good speed from Thea's theme today. The gray Prospera is right there too. And Moonme again deep on the track joins that fight for the front. And Verdita, very washy today, came away in fourth. And last of all is Playera. So they point down to the 4.5 furlong station. And Prospera leads the charge down the back of the track. Moonme again is right there, patiently ridden in that second place position. And Thea's theme in between rivals is right there in a position to challenge. And Verdita stalks the trio of speed as they round the bend. And Playera is a distant last. 3 furlongs to go, and there goes Thea's theme, who can wait no more on the circle. Thea's theme takes the lead from Prospera. Verdita now gets closer with that red cap and gets closer in a big way. And Moonme again is committed to a 3-wide kick. There's a quarter of a mile from the money. And Thea's theme is bracing for the challenge of Verdita. They turn for home, and now Verdita comes slingshot to the top. Thea's theme has nowhere to give. Prospera dropped away. Moonme again battles for the trifecta, but from off the pace today, a sweaty mess, and it did not matter at all. A 2-1 winner, Verdita has scored. Over Thea's theme, then came Prospera. Start. Away and running. Good speed today for Martini Martin, but there goes Stone Cold Warrior to take an isolated lead. Define came away in third, and Long Live Now is right there in between rivals as the leader goes very wide. Second last is Martini Martin, and the rail belongs to Principe as they go around the first turn at the 6.5. So Stone Cold Warrior leads the charge, and the pace is slow too. Deep on the track, Divine is now in third and headed by Long Live Now, and Respirator continues to protect the rail. A gap of 5 back to Martini Martin, and Principe is still loping along at the back of the pack, down to the 5, and Stone Cold Warrior continues to have things nice and easy up top. The lead's now expanded to a length and a quarter. Long Live Now, under a tight rein, is still in that second place position, and Respirator's trying to tack on to the both of them. Divine, under a loose rein, tries to get closer to the speed along with Martini Martin, and nothing today from Principe. Far turn run, Stone Cold Warrior nursing a 3/4 of a length lead. Long Live Now is chased since the starter said go. Two of them are making runs at the back of the pack. Third belongs to Respirator, who just grabbed second. Martini Martin has grabbed fourth, and Divine has had a wide trip at the quarter pole. Stone Cold Warrior trying to see this through his lead since the starter said go. A gap of 3 back to Respirator. Red cap of Martini Martin tries to close in. Long Live Now in between rivals, but inside the final furlong. Stone Cold Warrior now breaks away from the opposition today. Stone Cold Warrior popped and didn't stop at 8-1. Stone Cold Warrior has won it over Martini Martin, Long Live Now, and Respirator. Away and running. Good speed in the center from Just Plain Ornery, who breaks sharp. Gambling Czar came away in that second place position, and Grecian Pharaohs in the 3 path. Mission Key has one beaten, and last at the 7.5 is Unorthodox, who tries to pop off that rail. Around the first turn they go. Gambling Czar now confronts Just Plain Ornery past the 7, and Just Plain Ornery has the lead, and the pace is soft. Shows the way by 3/4 of a length. Gambling Czar in chase mode in that second place position, and Grecian Pharaoh is caught 3 wide inside, leaving the first turn behind. Mission Key lurks behind the pace setters, only 2 lengths off the lead that is held by Just Plain Ornery, and Unorthodox is right there too, only 3 lengths would cover tip the tail with 5 furlongs to go. So Just Plain Ornery controls the splits but is bracketed by every side. Mission Key is trying to squeeze on through, and Gambling Czar gets a couple of loose reins to stay with the speed. Unorthodox is committed to a 4 wide kick leaving the 4, and Grecian Pharaohs dropped away to the tail at the 3.5. It's Mission Key who now inherits the lead. Just Plain Ornery sticking to him like glue in second and counters right back. They've kicked away by 2.5. Gambling Czar is on the move. Unorthodox flattened out and Grecian Pharaohs drop to the tail. The three-pronged battle ensues. Just Plain Ornery is running a mighty tough race today. Mission Key loomed and tries the battle back. Gambling Czar stacks him a 3 across the course. Homeward Bound now, and the battle is on, and Mission Green now continues the battle with Grecian Pharaoh, who's dropped the last. Gambling Czar moves into the place spot outside the final 16th pole. Mission Key is gutsy today. Gambling Czar could not overtake the 6-5 favorite. Mission Key has won it over Gambling Czar, and then came Just Plain Ornery. Away and running. Good speed from the long shot Makoto today. Grand Pick is also right there, and there goes Husband Material, but the early advantage to the long shot Makoto. Up the inside, Husband Material is on hold in that second place position, and Grand Pick is 2 paths off the rail in that third place position. Alvy's in fourth as they enter the Paddock Grove turn, and Delta Ridge content to lope along and slashes over to the fence to save a lot of ground. Midpoint of the first turn, Makoto's the one on top of affairs and shows the way by 1. Husband Material is right there shadowing the speed in second, and up the inside, Delta Ridge is in a feisty mood today and now claims third. Grand Pick's on the far outside, soon to be passed by Alvy, who now taps on the brakes the 5-furlong pole. So Makoto continues to lead the charge at no less than 30-1. The lead's only 3/4 of a length. Husband Material is right there at 4-5, looking sharp in that stalking mode, and Grand Pick is committed to a 3-wide kick. Delta Ridge has saved a lot of ground, and Alvy comes under the ride. On the circle of the far turn, and now Husband Material can wait no more. Husband Material puts a nose in front. Makoto tries to fight back. Grand Pick comes under a vigorous ride. Delta Ridge is looking for some space, and Alvy is right there too. Still multiple chances at the quarter pole. Husband Material tries to kick for home. Makoto grudgingly gives way. Grand Pick is showing up late. Alvy's closing from out of the clouds. Delta Ridge is right there in the thick of it too. 1 more furlong to go. Husband Material battles on. Grand Pick won't go down without a fight. Alvy moves into third, 70 yards to go, and Grand Pick pulls away at 7-2. Grand Pick has won it over Husband Material. Then came Alvy. Away and running. Great speed today from Pop Sox beats everyone off the mark. Ghost of Kazan is a settled second, and Bushwick Bruiser is right there sharing that position too. Ray of Light is in fourth position with a rail scraping All I Worship and Adore. Second last is Shipmaster, and last of all is a very hard to hold and trust. 7 furlongs out from the winning line, and it's Pop Sox who makes play. The lead's one measured length up the inside Bushwick Bruiser. That one was passed by Ghost of Kazan with the money on. Leaving the first turn behind, it's Pop Sox who leads the charge, and the pace is very slow. Ghost of Kazan is right there. Jockey takes a look back to see a four-pronged attack behind that one. Bushwick Bruiser's up the fence. In Trust is a settled joint third, and towards the outside, Shipmaster now lands a share of fourth. Ray of Light comes under a ride, and last of all is All I Worship and Adore. They point towards the 4 furlong point, and Pop Sox continues to have things all his own way today. The lead's down to a half a length. Ghost of Kazan is ready to take a crack at this longtime leader in second, and Bushwick Bruiser rides that rail. In Trust now lands fourth. Shipmaster comes under a ride with no response. All I Worship and Adore has one beaten, and that's Ray of Light at the back of the pack. 5/16 to go, and here comes Ghost of Kazan to take the fight to Pop Sox, and Bushwick Bruiser is silently dropped away. These are the two principals at the top of the stretch. Ghost of Kazan battles stiff resolve and now kicks away to a 1-length lead. Pop Sox tries to re-rally, can't do it at the moment while the leader drifts in. Ghost of Kazan has had a 2-length lead. Bushwick Bruiser's making up a lot of ground, but at the 16th pole, it's all Ghost of Kazan who's under the line first. Over Bushwick Bruiser, Pop Sox, then came All I Worship. Away and running. Good inside speed from Expect to be Ready. There's Elegant Taste also creeping closer, and Monique's Daredevil smartly backs off the speed, where Suko takes that third position away. Red, White, and Tacos is fanned 5 wide at the 7 furlong peg. Chalk Hill has one beaten, and slow to go is Reina Del Kelsey, midpoint of the first of 2 left turns, and Expect to be Ready is hounded by Elegant Taste, who's only a neck away in that second place position, and Red, White, and Tacos at 9-5 is floated 3 deep for the back of the track run. Suko came away a joint fourth. Monique's Daredevil will keep that one honest, and those 5 ladies are 1 length clear in front of Chalk Hill, and still quite a separation to the trailer, who just flashed behind the Little Woods, and that is Reina Del Kelsey. Midpoint of the backstretch, Expect to be Ready controls the clock, leads by only a neck. Elegant Taste past the 4 in that second place position. Chalk Hill comes under a ride in that third place spot. Monique's Daredevil's behind a wall of speed. Suko in the all yellow starting to move. Red, White, and Tacos needs to do a lot better as second last not responding. And Reina Del Kelsey is finally picking it up at the 5/16 pole. Expect to be Ready has a fight on its hands, and Elegant Taste is the first one, and Chalk Hill's right there too. Off the turn of their Homeward Bound, Elegant Taste puts a nose in front. Expect to be Ready tries to counter in second. They brush between Chalk Hill and Monique's Daredevil inside the final furlong, where Elegant Taste is bravely holding on to a 1-length lead. Expect to be Ready counters right back, but Chalk Hill has momentum too. Yards to the finish. Elegant Taste still holding on. Elegant Taste is an 8-1 winner. Place photo involving Chalk Hill and Expect to be Ready. Monique's Daredevil was fourth. Away and running. Wow, what a summer was slow to go. Burks is sent as the public's pick and takes the lead right away. Fortune's Fool came away in that second place position, and Super Constitution's a little wide in that third place position. Tune In gets to save a lot of ground on a very ranked Wow, what a summer's tossing the head right about wants nothing to do with this today, and Flat Out Flying takes that fourth place position away. So leaving the first turn, it's Burks with the advantage of the pace and shows the way by only one measured length. In between rivals, Fortune Fool is holding down second in front of Super Constitution to the outside. Tune In is winning the battle for fourth in front of Flat Out Flying, and finally nice and settled is Wow What a Summer, who tries to take that fifth place position away. Down to the 4.5, and Burks continues to show the way and is nice and relaxed too. The lead's expanded to be a length and a tail. Fortune's Fool has chased throughout. The rail is open for Tune In if trying to squeeze on through and couldn't at the moment. Super Constitution tries to take second away as they round the bend. So Burks continues to lead the charge and is slipping away from the opposition too. Tune In is now taking dead aim on this leader in second, and Super Constitution's had a wide trip around the bend with a quarter to go. Burks still calls the shots. Tune In is right now the only threat in second. Super Constitution trying to hold third. Flat Out Flight is getting on track for a superfected ticket as they swing in. Burks is in front, and Burks is long gone. Tune In took a good run, so did Super Constitution, and now late on the scene is Flat Out Flying to land third, but Burks was never headed. Burks has won it over Tune In. Flat Out Flying third, and Super Constitution was fourth. Okay. Away and running to a nice even start. Lunita's the first one to break the line, but there goes Childproof. Also Hustle Away is Creative Cadence, one from the inside, You're the One, and My True Passion stacks him up right across the track. Lita has Spec Shoes, despite those long shot odds, is behind a five-pronged battle up top. Alice Harper is second last, and Unbridled Sass brings up the rear. Five of them across the track. You're the One takes the trail up the rail. Childproof tries to put that nose in front. Lunita has the white cap. Creative Cadence is behind the speed. My True Passion's committed to a four-wide kick. Alice Harper's coming alive on the outside. Lena has Spec Shoes, rides the rail, and Unbridled Sass is last of all. Midpoint of the one and only turn. You're the One has been under attack since the starter said go. Wide outside for Lunita, and Childproof is battling on. Alice Harper continues this wide advanced journey. Homeward Bound now, and Childproof battles You're the One, and these two go toe-to-toe inside the final furlong. Lena has Spec Shoes, tries to complete the trifecta at the 16th pole. You're the One is slipping away from Childproof when everything is said and done. You're the One has won it over Childproof, Alice Harper, and Lena has Spec Shoes.